Hi, I'm Frank Augustine and welcome to Chasing Legends.
All right, here we go.
Now,
Nope.
let me do this. Now, after watching the Wayne and Woody video, everybody's asking, does Frank ever light a cigar? Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Good. There you go.
The reason I don't like these in the house is because they stink. And it would stink the house up. And then I wouldn't have a place to live. I would be out here like Mike was living at Dawn's camp.
It was no, Mike wasn't living here. Craig was.
No, Mike.
Well, they both lived out
for the
here.
summer.
They both lived out
Before
here.
he moved to Woody's.
Yeah, he was. He was living different places.
Yeah, we found a home for
We found a home for him. Yes, in Woody's
him.
backyard,
And Wayne found a job for him.
and I found a job for him. There we go. He'll be thrilled because he watches these.
And when Woody calls me,
Does Woody call
he
you?
always says,
How often does Woody call you?
not often, but when he does,
Woody talks to me a lot.
he'll say to me,
What does that tell you?
in reference to Mike, what did I ever do to you?
Nice lighter. Thanks, Frank. There you go. Frank's lighting and smoking a cigar. Smoking together. We don't do that very often, do we?
Your wife?
We don't very often smoke together.
Never. Wayne would be inhaling my cigar smoke.
Frank
In
eats
case
them.
you haven't noticed, he smokes the filters. All the way down. I'm standing there one day watching him, and he's actually smoking the filter.
Filter's the best part. It's where they keep the crack cocaine. That's it.
When it comes to the Superstition Mountains, you hear a lot of stories and legends, UFOs, Mayans, lizard men. Right before we started filming the Legend Show, I was in a family room, and my wife Angie walks in, and she looked at me and said, I'm worried about you and Woody going back in the mountains. I'm like, why? We can take care of ourselves. So she hands me her cell phone. She says, read this. So there's a story on there about an occurrence that supposedly took place in the Superstitions. There was this woman. She decided she's going to take a hike up one of the mountains. So she hikes all the way up, almost to the top of this one mountain, and she looks across the valley, and she sees something shining. You know, like if you had a mirror, something reflecting off of it. So she climbs all the way down that mountain and hikes up the other one. And when she gets up by the shiny thing, she trips and she falls into like a cave. So when she fell, she's like laying on her back, and she opens her eyes up, and standing in front of her was this huge lizard man. And the lizard man had I won't say it, but you can imagine what it was. So the lizard man in the story rapes her, and the next thing she knows, she's on the Apache Trail driving toward Apache Junction. So I started laughing. And Angie looked at me seriously. She says, laugh now, cry later. And I looked at her and I thought, I'm going to need a bigger gun. So when you're hiking the Superstition Mountains, be wary of the lizard man.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Chasing Legends. A short one, right, Frank? It was a
That's
short
it.
one.
That's
Short
right,
but
dude.
sweet. What?
They know who you are.
They know who I am. They
You're
know
on
who
there
you
twice,
are.
3 times a week.
I'm there. I'm only twice a week. There
Oh.
we go. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Remember to hit the subscribe, the notification bell. Go to the About section, the description, and you'll find all the information about our website, legendofthesuperstitionmountains.com. One big word. Find the t-shirts and all that kind of stuff, because you can get coffee mugs, t-shirts, hats.
Oh, really? Where's my hat?
You got to buy them. He's always causing trouble and
See, they all
hijinks.
have Dawn's hats. I don't have one. Where'd mine go?
You weren't there when we handed them out.
Like you couldn't grab one for me?
They wouldn't let me take one. I asked. He could tell you. I asked for one. I said, "Can I get one for Frank?" And they said, "No, Frank has to get his own."
So I go up to the Discovery Camp and bust my ass.
That was from the year before. You got a shirt, didn't you?
That didn't fit. It was like 6 sizes too big.
Are you ever happy with anything?
I'm not making another comment.
Okay, stop, cut for a second. Okay, so
Does this make you happy?
well, I'm looking. Suddenly you were 6'1", and I was like, you weren't 6'1". I was standing down in the freaking trough down over
I'm
here.
5'10" and you're 5'6".
Okay, I'm 5'6". Okay. Frank's judgment of measurement. I'm not even going to go there because we've heard too many stories from Frank. But thank you for joining us. Wish Frank had more to say. He always has more to say, except for today. Exactly, point being made right there. But thank you for joining us. Catch us on the Fridays. We're going to get Frank to do a live. We're going to get him hooked up. You will do a live if everyone else does one, will you not? Woody did a live. You can do it, can't you? Can you promise the people that you will jump in and do a live with us? Look at the camera. Promise the people. We will get Frank eventually to do the live. We'll get him set up and get everything because it'll be fun. We have a good time.
If you're watching this, you need to get a life.
Yeah, that too. That probably too. So always lots of stories in the mountains. We saw a Bigfoot track down here once.
See?
Yeah.
And it might not have been Bigfoot. It might have been a lizard man.
With really big normal
looking
feet.
for a potential victim.
What happened to you that afternoon? Because you disappeared off on your own.
See, I am prepared for the lizard man. You see? And I can reach out and I can stick him in the eye.
You can stick him with your stick.
That's right. Instead of him sticking me with his.
Okay, there you go. There we go. So, NC-17 always with Frank. See, I mentioned that last time. So thanks for joining us. We will be out here more. We're getting ready. It's almost time for season for us to be getting up in the mountains, isn't it?
That's it.
I've been out for 2 weekends in a row, and the weather's still warm. It warms up pretty early in the morning today. It warmed up. And it's probably in the mid-80s, getting close to 90. So we need a little cooler because it dries you out pretty fast right now.
But one of the problems is every time we're on to a good spot, they close it.
Yeah, that does happen. So we can't tell everybody where we're at anymore. We'll just film and try to be non-descriptive. Maybe that'll work. But we got a really good season. The stuff we're on and what we're trying to finish is really good, ain't it?
That's it.
That's it. No, it's that good. We don't even want to talk about it, but it's really cool. And we got great footage, and we're going to have some really interesting things to show everybody. So stay there, hang with us. I know this was kind of a trimmed up Chasing Legends, but we had a long weekend. I did. You probably did. I drug you out here for the day.
Yeah, my weekend is 7 days a week.
Okay, so 7 day a week, Frank. 7 day weekend, Frank. Okay. Anyhow, thank you for joining us. We always appreciate it, don't we, Frank? Catch us on the TikToks. We got some TikTok. Frank's doing well on TikToks. You don't have TikTok, but if you had it, you'd see that you're actually trending pretty nicely.
I do look at TikTok occasionally. You see all these young girls?
Okay, but you're in TikTok now with the young girls.
No, I'm not in TikTok, but when I'm on
You
Facebook,
are.
They show.
Okay, you are now on
TikTok
TikTok.
girls.
There are videos of you on TikTok. You're there with those girls. Interspersed amongst the girls, Frank Augustine pops up occasionally.
Why don't I see myself there with them?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to translate well to Facebook. But anyways, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're just about everywhere. We got our own website. Got shirts, got hats, got coffee cups. Yes, Frank only has shirts. He doesn't like the shirts. He doesn't want black. He complains the Dawn shirt doesn't fit. Everything he doesn't have is what he wants. Everything that he does have, he doesn't want. Does that pretty much sum it up?
Yeah, if you want something that fits, you got to buy it yourself. You know, like, I'm not like this big. You know what I mean?
What is it, too loose?
It hangs like a curtain on me.
Oh, I'm sure it does. What do you wear? Children small?
Everybody in the Dawn
Boys
camp,
small? Do you go to the
like,
boys
yeah,
small
like,
section to
huh?
get stuff? Boys small section? Is that where you buy your underwear?
No, because then I would have a issue.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because, you know, I'm half Italian, but it's from the waist down.
So like a Vienna sausage. Okay. So there we go. All right. Thanks for joining us. This isn't going to get any better. Hope we got enough content.
You want to do a live?
We calling it
interview with
NC.
me?
We're calling it NC-17,
Huh?
Frank. I'm trying to get you to do it. It'd be fun. We'd have fun. You can't do it from the bathtub.
You haven't
though.
learned yet?
I
Why
haven't
not?
learned.
Why couldn't I do a broadcast?
Because you
from the
drop your phone
bathtub?
in the water.
No, I don't drop my phone in the water.
Okay. Why are you talking to me and not to the camera
Huh?
anymore?
Because
Camera's
you're
over
the one
there.
that asked the question.
Yeah, but I ask it, but we look to the camera because we're talking to the audience.
See? Like I said, if you're watching this, get a life.
Well, we should get a life because look what we're doing. All right. So therefore, beautiful day, blue skies, some puffy clouds, about 85, 90 degrees in the Superstition Mountains. Wish you could be here, but shortly here we're going to be leaving. So until the next time, and this Friday we catch you, enjoy yourselves. Remember, this is Frank Augustine. I'm Wayne Tuttle. You're not, because it would be painful to be so. And this was Chasing Legends.